they're doing themselves a disservice.
No, it's interesting that you say that. There's part of what we do recently is we're developing a lot of intergenerational programming for two purposes. One, we want to help educate youth that, their parents, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles may develop memory loss or cognitive change. And so what does that look like? And how you don't have to be afraid to be with those individuals, you don't treat them any differently. You treat them like you would anybody else. But we also have intergenerational programs which just allow youth to be with older adults, where it's not always about sort of educating people about dementia. You're just in the presence of one another. This is pretty interesting. There's a lot of controversy out there about what some schools do around the 100th day of school. Oftentimes, in some school systems, for the 100th day of school, students are encouraged to dress like a 100-year-old. And what you will see in many schools is that they're bringing in walkers. They are, wearing sort of white wigs. There's wrinkles painted on them. So, but people are really struggling with that concept because what they're focusing on is the decline and the changes in appearance, and not necessarily the gifts and how much we can learn from our elders.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we're living in a great time. Because with everything, technology is moving so fast. There's advancements in medicine. There's, people are living longer. They're living healthier. So the time is now where, and this is part of what we're doing with our show and our podcast, is the time is now. We're here to eradicate those outdated ideals and beliefs about aging as decline. You know what? Forget about that. It's time to usher in a new age of growth and empowerment. Because that's what this is. People, seniors, even not even seniors, but our target audience is those 35 and above, with the hope that we can get the ones younger to come in and join us. But we're living longer, we're living healthier. People don't want to sit in the house and, okay, you're 65 now, go home and just sit in the house, watch Price is Right. No, that's not what's going on. People are out, they're active, they're volunteering. Some are taking on a second career, some are going back to school. Bridget and I went out one night to listen to a live band. And there were so many in there, so many older adults in there. They were jamming.
Yes.
Having a great time.
Yes.
This isn't about decline. That old
I'm like, wow.
it's gone. It's gone.